The Golden Apple's house. Too many queens, 5. Do give this puzzle a try. I shall try. 130. 99 picarets. Oh, I have hope. I suppose I should read the rules before I start drinking coffee. In chess, the queen can move the full length of the board diagonally, vertically, and horizontally. So here we are. This is the big one. See if you can place 8 queens on this 8x8 chessboard. The rules are the same as before. Don't let any piece block another lines of movement. Alright, gonna take a hint. It's been like an hour. You're an old hand at these puzzles, so why not try to solve this one on your own? Just so you know, there are 92 possible solutions to this puzzle. I'm not getting any of them. Yeah, sorry, no hints. Are you serious? Hey, didn't read hint 2, no hints. Why are you so mean? No! It's been an hour! Okay. Okay.
I think I've got it! Professor, I've solved it!
That took a very long time. Way to go! You finally worked your way up to an official-sized chessboard, 8x8, because this classic puzzle requires the solver to place 8 queens. It's known as the 8 queens puzzle. There you go. Aptly named. If you consider rotations and mirrored solutions as separate answers, there are 92 answers to this puzzle. Without any of the above factors, there are only 12 answers. Wait, so when you remove the rules, there's less rules? Or there's less chances to... Terrific. Keep up the... Wow, mouth. Terrific. Keep up the good work. Heavier or lighter? Oh boy. The scales. Go on, give it a try. Number 131. Heavier or lighter? Right. Below are 12 weights that are visually identical to one another. Among these is a single weight that has a different weight from the others. The problem is that you don't know whether this weight is heavier or lighter than the others. Use the scales exactly 3 times to determine which weight is different from the others.
I think I've got it!
No.
I've let you down, Professor.
Too bad. The irregular weight changes each time you try the problem. Think about what you need to do to try again. You gotta give me a hint. There is no one definitive way to solve this puzzle, but it's best to start by putting 4 weights on each side of the scale. The scale tips one direction. You know that the 4 weights off the scale don't contain the weight you're looking for. If the scale stays level, you know that one of the 4 weights you didn't load on the scale is the irregular weight. Yeah, it's like, hang on, need a refresher. Yeah, I'm broke, I know. Okay, so 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, which one did I do? I think 5 and 7? Well, I messed it up because I lost what I was doing. Just go by this way. Okay. Then we'll do 9 and 10. assume that it's the heavy one. I don't know.
Well, here's my guess.
Okay, yeah, I was like, it could be the lighter one.
Yes!
I don't know. What's your special skill? That's correct. This challenging problem is well known to many puzzle aficionados. If you're lucky, it's possible to find the answer without too much work. Think of how you could do this if you could use the scale as many times as you wanted. You just do one at a time. Nicely done. I knew you could do it. Princess in a Box 2. Oh, thank goodness. A sliding puzzle. Why don't you give it a try? I can do that. I don't mind taking forever on these because that is what they're meant to do. Tired of leading a sheltered life, this princess is trying to escape her castle. Armed guards, however, are blocking her path. I was putting the wrong comma in the wrong spot. Slide the blocks out of the way to move the red one out the exit to the right. For freedom depends on you. Can you do it? Absolutely not. Alright, fine. Fine, the sliding puzzle is hard. So we'll look up how to do it the cool way, where it's probably like, no, you can do this in 2 moves. Wanna go? Okay.
How does this sound? I did it! Yes!
Yeesh. Wonderful. This is a classic example of a sliding puzzle. Splendid, my boy. Of course, I had no doubts you could do it. That's good, but I couldn't do it. I cheated. I cheated, Layton. I looked it up. The Puzzle Master's house. Finish the equation. Oh, no, Layton, not math, no. Layton, no. Do give this puzzle. Hang on. Do give this puzzle your best try. Finish the equation. Complete the equation by inserting the 4 number tiles into the correct slots. This is just math. This is not. Okay. Like I said, gotta look it up.
I think I've got it! Layton's apprentice saves the day!
Sharp thinking. You have to think in fractions to solve this one. If you don't realize this early on, this puzzle can really be a bear to solve. Yep. Those are some math things. Yes, that's the way to do it. Of course, I would expect nothing less from you. He just told me cheating's the way to do it. So, you know, take what lesson you will from this. Land disputes. Do give this puzzle a go. 134, land disputes. 4 people are arguing with one another about how to divide up a large chunk of land they inherited. We want to divide things up nice and even. Each piece of property should have a well and a house and be exactly the same shape. Same shape? Can you divide the property up according to their wishes and end the bickering? Yeah, I don't know how to Tetris this kind of thing in my brain. Looking up the answer, looking up the answer. They're so happy with their crazy little Tetris thing. They're like, yeah, this is totally better than one of us having more land than the other. Totally. Totally.
How does this sound? Professor, I've solved it!
That's correct. Finally, an end to the bickering. Dividing the land like that doesn't seem very sensible, but it keeps the owners happy. You can't really complain, can you? But if it keeps them happy... Yes, that's the way to do it, of course. I would expect nothing less from you. Layton, I'm a gosh darn cheater. Royal escape. This is the last princess one, maybe? Do this puzzle. Do give this puzzle a go. I can't read. Oh my gosh. Tired of leading a sheltered life, this princess is trying to escape her castle. Armed guards, however, are blocking her path. Slide the blocks out of the way to move the red one out of the exit to the right. Her freedom depends on you. Can you do it? Absolutely not.
How does this sound?
Bleh.
Layton's apprentice saves the day!
Doesn't sound too good when it does that sound. Wonderful. This is a classic example of a slide puzzle. Sliding puzzle. Yes, that's the way to do it. Of course, I would expect nothing less from you. And with this, it seems you have completed every puzzle in the game. Congratulations. You possess an aptitude and passion for puzzle solving that is equal to my own. See, now I don't feel too bad that I couldn't solve these things, because no one can compare to Layton. I encourage you to continue to sharpen your skills with new weekly puzzles available via Nintendo Wi-Fi. Layton, what are you talking about? The internet doesn't exist in your world. I think you probably have telegrams and telephones. But I don't think that you have, you know, Wi-Fi. That was like, what's the word? Alright, top secret. Profiles. Well, actually, hang on, we'll go back and read those later. It's the hidden door. Enter the password, which you can find in the sequel to this game. For more information, please refer to the instruction booklet. But that just means we have to play the second one. Ah.
Luke, my boy,
I don't understand, Professor. Why are we going to help solve an inheritance dispute?
I don't understand, Professor. Why are we going to solve an inheritance dispute? Terrible.
Luke, my boy, do you really think I would take on such an ordinary request as that?
Luke, my boy. I feel like I can do Layton's voice better than Luke's. But again, everything sounds different because it's vibrating through my bones. Vibrating through my bones up in my skull. So what I think sounds okay is like not... Oh yeah, music, let's go. Just such a good song. Gosh, watching the movie when like, 'cause this is near the opening, obviously. When this starts up, it's just like, goosebumps all over. And even now, I'm like just listening to it. I'm like, yeah, it's so good. Okay, we can't listen to everything. The adventure begins. Also a good one. Oh yeah. I think that's supposed to be like a violin. It's very nice. But I'm terrible at telling instruments apart, honestly, so. Puzzles. Yes, yes. It's what I've been listening to past like 3 hours. Baron Reinhold. Accordion, I think, right? Like that's... Yeah. Down the tubes. Off in the sewers with us. Veil of Night is so good. Oops. Alright. Crumbs Cafe. Pursuit in the Night. Get back here, you kidnapper. The Mysterious Girl. Deserted Amusement Park. Deserted Amusement Park. You don't have to add A's to everything. The Great Don Paolo. Village Awakens. This is like the I have not had a good sleep. There are people yelling outside my window about bread or something. And my back hurts. The rent is due. Yeah, it's like Layton soundtrack, very good with the bittersweet. I'm leaving the town. It builds into that. Nice. Nice. So good. We sit here forever, but we gotta go. We gotta keep going. Portrait of Augustus Reinhold. The late Baron Augustus Reinhold commissioned his portrait shortly after he completed construction on St. Mister. His portrait holds the key to the treasure hidden beneath Reinhold Manor. The painting's artist and completion date are unknown. Luke tries to start a conversation with Claudia. Who knew Luke was such an expert at communicating with animals? Meow, meow. Claudia recovered. The runaway feline is lured back with a tempting spread of fish bones. It seems the quickest way to a cat's heart is through its belly. So the cat's probably a real cat, right? Like, I imagine they would probably pick up strays and let them stay in the town. Still and lifeless, Simon lies sprawled on the floor of the mansion. Fear not, he's not dead, but merely in need of repair. These cogs were found where Simon and Ramon collapsed. The symbol in each cog is Bruno's signature, and it appears on all of his creations. Just what was Claudia planning to do with Simon's glasses? I'm going to learn to read. Lady Violet holds baby Flora as Ingrid and Matthew look on warmly. So, He made the town. I wonder if, like, they live in a different town, maybe. And Matthew and Ingrid are real people. And then his wife passes away. And he moves to a different town. Like, he moves to St. Mystere. And establishes that and just makes robots based off of Ingrid and Matthew. Because it seemed like it was like he made the town specifically because he knew he was dying. So he's like, here you go, Flora. Despite the gravesite's seemingly subterranean location, a beautiful garden flourishes here, lending the place an ethereal air. This amazing spread was the perfect finale to late morning brunch in Reinhold House. Now that's the good life. All of it. Just all of it, you know? All of it. I'm not much of a tea person, but all of it. Take all of it. An article showcasing the amazing talents of the inspector. Murder case of the decade cracked. Chelmy receives official commendation. Beatrice tried to get excited about her first new customer in a long time, but Don Paolo's sinister air causes her to shrink back. See, it's like smoke because he's on fire from the crash. But my brain's like, I saw it and I was like, stink vapors. Because it's like kind of yellowy as opposed to like white, but that's just like the color palette. Plus, like, his room's like this, so... Our villain seems to enjoy using the room as his personal trash can. Though usually amiable, Beatrice will likely lose it when she sees the mess. A young Floro, shocked and scared from meeting Lady Dahlia for the first time, hides behind Matthew. I love how small Matthew is. Now that Flora's older, she could just like, boop, pick him up. This poster features a delighted Flora enjoying the amusement park that her father built for her. Posing as Inspector Chelmy, Don Paolo attempts to frame Professor Layton for Simon's murder. Mere moments after entering the tower, Luke and the professor crash through the floor into the basement, resulting in this scene. Evil genius or not, it's only natural to be taken aback when discovering what looks like a dead body. It's true. Baron Reinhold oversees the construction of the village, while Bruno gleefully issues orders. This picture's age is unknown. Bruno lovingly attends to the broken-down Polly. Bruno's expression clearly shows the affections he has for his creations. Alright. Profiles. Peruse character profiles here. Some of the information here isn't available anywhere else. Okay. We'll go... backward. Who is the lady? You know, there was a picture of the lady, and we had never met her, but apparently we got everything. So it's like, who was it? Maybe it was just to be like, look, there's so many villagers. The only daughter of a vastly wealthy family, Flora is the mysterious girl who has been running around the village. She lost her mother as a small child and was raised by her father, Baron Augustus Reinhold. Bruno is St. Mystere's caretaker. He served Bruno Reinhold for years and is Baron Reinhold. He didn't serve himself for years. He worked for somebody else. Baron Reinhold for years and is a skilled technician who built all the robots in the town with his own 2 hands. The criminal mastermind who poses as Inspector Chelmy, Don Paolo, is renowned as a scientist of the highest order and reviews himself as Layton's rival. When he's not plotting evil, Don Paolo also enjoys playing music. These are piano hands. Granny Riddleton has the uncanny ability to find puzzles that Layton and Luke overlooked on their adventure. She sports a very godmother-like style and is further proof of Bruno's bizarre sense of humor. Oh. So you're like... she's a robot. Flora rigged up this disguise. Oh yeah. Very rigged. So she could slink around town without being noticed. Just about any of the townsfolk can see through the disguise with a glance, but she's convinced that she is incognito. You don't know who is me. Layton's car. The Laytonmobile sports an unusually high ceiling that lets the professor take to the road without removing his top hat. Thanks to his careful maintenance, the car is always in tip-top shape. The late Baron Reinhold created St. Mystere and all its inhabitants for his for his daughter Flora. His love for Flora was so great he devised an elaborate scheme to ensure that she wouldn't be alone after his death. Okay. For his daughter Flora, right? So it's like he didn't have the robots before, unless he got the news like while his wife was still alive, you know, that he's like didn't have long for this world. Whoa. How do you eat like that? How do you eat like that? The town butcher, Giuseppe's steaks are top-notch, but he's best known for his cringe-worthy jokes and puns. His sense of humor is said to have come from his creator, Bruno. Yeah, you just make a puppet to say all the things that you would like to say, but then don't say it. A lover of card games, Martha sometimes spends entire days holed up in her house polishing and shuffling her cards. Her favorite pastime is challenging unsuspecting people to a rousing round of 52 pickup. Then she runs away. As park steward, Sylvan used to keep the park in top shape, but when people stopped visiting, he decided to close it up. However, the upside of that is he gets to enjoy the rides without having to wait in line. Imagine Bruno making Sylvan and being like, finally, someone else to take care of this place. Archibald was originally created to be a friend for the Baron. The Baron was so close to him that he left him his desk, which contains a clue to finding the gold apple. The apple of his eye is his granddaughter, Lucy. Wait, what? Wait, what? Find the golden apple. The apple of his eye, of Archibald's eye, is his granddaughter Lucy, who is... Oh. Archibald has a granddaughter. Okay. Interesting. I was, like, confused because it made it sound like it was the Baron. Okay. Prosciutto lives on the north side of town and is known for his appetite. He's never seen without a snack in hand and is known as Prosciutto the Pantry. His favorite pastime is buying all the sausage in the market. Crumb manages the town cafe. While his bulk and stature might suggest otherwise, he's a big softy on the inside and loves small animals. He's Crouton's brother. Oh, Crumb, Crouton. Nice. Intrepid adventurer that he is, Pavel has the most unfortunate sense of direction. He has planned to make his way to America, but ended up in St. Mystere somehow. The real mystery is how he travels so lightly. This girl always seems to be laughing at someone. Some say Adria inherited her cruel sense of humor from her grandmother, Agnes. Oddly enough, Adria is good friends with Lucy, who is as kind as they come. Jarvis sits high on a hill in the village, pondering all manner of deep and important thoughts. He knows much about the town, but he's too preoccupied with his own thoughts to share them. He's friends with Raymond. Ramon. Gerard is a timid old man who has trouble deciding just about everything. He loves raising flowers and can often be found in the garden tending to his flower beds after one of Claudia's wild, destructive romps. Zapone claims to be a detective and is elated to meet a fellow sleuth like Layton. He also claims to have the inside scoop, but he's really just clueless. What was Bruno thinking when he built this oddball? In a village filled with oddballs, Lucy stands out for how normal she is. Despite her grandfather Archibald's attempts to spoil her, she remains mature, honest, and smart as a whip. A member of the police force, Inspector Chelmy is uncompromising and stubborn. While short-tempered, his skill as a lawman is unrivaled, and he is feared by criminals all over the London area. It's the emo haircut and the really impressive mustache. Uptight and by the book, Rodney runs the town hall. He often tries to weasel out of work by strongly advising people to do things without his help. He loves forms so much it's rumored that he sleeps on them. Flick is a regular patron of the town restaurant and is nuts about coins. He looks like a teenager, but he's actually 28 years old and married, though no one has ever seen his wife. I wonder if that's who the picture was in the wall. There's a picture of a lady that was there that we'd never met. Crouton is the owner of the town restaurant and is renowned for both his kindness and his heavenly pudding. Stay away from his scones, though. They are like dry sponges. He is also Crumb's brother. Polly can often be seen outside the restaurant, fists raised high in the air. Now and then he runs out of steam, but for the most part, he's a regular volcano. Agnes can predict the future, but her fortunes are so full of gloom and doom that all try to avoid her. Anyone who bumps into her is forced to listen to her litany of grim prognostications. Beatrice manages the only Beatrice manages the only town. Nope. Beatrice manages the town's only inn. She's a kind lady, but she tends to fall head over heels for every man she meets. She claims she's outgrown her wild man chasing, but robots don't really grow mothers. Robots don't really grow. Mothers, hide your sons. Deke is the tall fellow by the clock tower. He's known as St. Myster's biggest person as well as its biggest chicken. He'd like to climb the clock tower, but his acrophobia keeps him from anywhere above the ground level. Now, this fluffy little cat may have a delicate name, but the shocking truth is that she is actually a he. He usually stays close to Dahlia, but has been known to slip away and tear up the fish stand to relieve a little stress. I'm tired of wearing bows. Why'd you name me Claudia? It's Claude. Needing maintenance, Simon collapses, leading all to believe that he's been murdered. Don Paolo finds his body and hides it. Yeah, later, however, Bruno finds Simon and restores him to working order. The wealthy Gordon is extremely preoccupied with his finances. Maybe it's because of his frugal nature that he just can't seem to attract many interested ladies, something else he frets about constantly. Have you met Beatrice? She is in the market. She's looking. Lady Dahlia is a robot created to be the mirror image of Flora's mother, Violet. She's bossy and haughty, but she also has a hidden sweetness that shows itself when she deals with Flora. She looks pissed. Matthew, the oldest of Bruno's robots. Matthew has faithfully served the Reinholds as their butler for many years, perhaps because of his kind and mild nature. However, he often gets the brunt of Lady Dahlia's bossiness. Though not unemployed. We spent the entire thing. He's employed. Though employed by the Reinhold family, Raymond prefers playing hooky at the town restaurant to actually working. Most people in the town know Raymond as that man with the creepy purple lips. Look, sometimes you just look how you look. This uncouth fellow has the unfortunate habit of answering his own questions when he talks. He's usually so busy with this that he doesn't listen to what anyone has to say. Ironically, he also hates being ignored. Yeah, no, those usually pair together. This aspiring writer is constantly searching for new inspiration. Though he's never actually completed a piece of writing, he remains undaunted. His current plan is to novelize Layton and Luke's adventures. And that's how we have this game. Flora's robot nanny looks like a sweet older lady, and as she can't recall names for the life of her, she acts the part quite well. She enjoys baking and is considered a true pie artisan for those in the know. Ah yes, the mysterious Mr. Stashen-Scarfen. In a town full of mysteries, few stand out as Class A enigmas the way this mustache man does. Where did he come from, and where is he going? That no one can say. Franco. He works the drawbridge that links St. Myster to the outside world. As Franco's portly form might suggest, though, he often ducks out of work to loaf at the town restaurant. As the self-proclaimed apprentice of Professor Layton, Luke follows his teacher everywhere, but he still has much to learn before he can be called a puzzle master. Besides puzzles, Luke is also a huge animal lover. An unabashed puzzle fanatic, Herschel Layton's skill for cracking the toughest riddles has put his name in the papers many times. His trademark top hat fits him so well, you'd swear that it was part of his body. Haha, don't check. Don't touch my hat. Yeah, it's like, I think the movie's just the beginning. So if we start the game where we ended it, or we end the game where we started it. It's you, Don Paolo. What a good game. I'm so glad this series exists. Like, just brings me so much joy. I hope it brought you some joy, or killed some time, or that you, like, you know, feel smarter because you solved some of those puzzles that I didn't. Which, fair enough. Hey, glad to make you happy. Alright, I hope to play the second one on this channel sooner than later. Maybe wintertime? Who knows? We'll see. Thanks for watching. Take care. God bless.